Fourth event here at the Shaw Classic. 3 events down. Trey Mitchell III from Lumberton, Texas still leads. Bobby Thompson holding on to second place with a half a point over Brian Shaw. Looking over his shoulder, JF Caron and Evan Singleton rounding out the top 5. 817 pounds on the bar, 75 seconds, as many reps as possible. It's Gabriel Hroom and Zydrunas Savickas.
Zydrunas in his day was the best squatter on the planet, and showing he's still got some of that caliber there. Both these guys putting in a fantastic effort here, trying to use the equipment as best they can, get that slight bounce out of the bottom as well.
Hroom has done Savickas. Big Z still pumping him out. Can't lock out the last one. 75 seconds on the clock, and he used just about every single tick. And Big Z putting down a marker to start this 4th event, the last one here on day 1 of the Shaw Classic. Next up, Adam Bishop going up against his fellow countryman, Graham Hicks.
Graham's obviously got a bit of a problem there. I know he had a groin injury at World's Strongest Man. I don't know if that's flared up again. Bish putting in some great numbers here, though, really going for it.
This is 9 for Bish, 10 for Adam Bishop. He is sending a message to Big Z. Incredible.
I think that was 15 by my count. What a fantastic effort from Bish there.
Rips him out. 75 seconds of pure adrenaline from Adam Bishop. Thompson's been in the cage, ready to go as well. Just waiting for the whistle.
I think we're up to 6 so far for Kevin now. Great effort coming in from him. Can he push the 15 reps that Adam Bishop did? Looking very strong so far.
Yeah, it just looks comfortable.
Yeah, really is putting in a great effort here.
And you can see the relaxation on his face.
He's definitely hitting the wall now. Maybe one more if he really has to fight with it. A great effort now. And he calls it a day there, but what a fantastic effort from Kevin. I mean, I expect some big numbers from both these two as well.
You know, in that, what are you carrying right now, injury-wise? You know, is always that X factor for these guys, despite what their best events are. You just never know what's going on internally. They're just pushing through so much pain right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute war of attrition for these guys.
Smock Stella steps away.
Yeah, I don't think Constantine's going to be pushing Kevin for the 20 reps here, but he's going well. Great effort from Constantine there. He really worked for that. That's actually quite often a measure of the really good guys. They have this ability to turn on that aggression literally at the flick of a switch, and Trey definitely has that.
So the big Canadian JF Caron going up against the current leader, Trey Mitchell. Caron just repping him out. Mitchell a little slower on the tempo. And he's starting to grunt.
Trey's definitely going to be looking to get around that sort of 12 number at least to try and get ahead of Bobby, Savickas. Then if he can get up to 15 and start challenging the guys like Bish, that's going to put him in the really good points.
Caron, I don't know what his number was, but he was repping pretty fast over there. Mitchell's still on the bar. He's determined. He knows he's got the lead. Determined to keep it. Does he have another rep in him? The answer is no. Great effort from the big man from Lumberton. So last group of the afternoon, Final event of the day, day one. Well, what better way to cap off the Shaw Classic on day one than to have Brian Shaw under a Jeep. Check that, a Bronco. Maxime Boudreau, who won the last event, going side by side.
Brian doing this a little bit differently as well. A lot of the guys sort of opted to try and get a little bit of a bounce out the bottom. Brian is almost holding it at the bottom.
Yeah, it looks like he's breathing at the bottom, pushing through the top, and he is a machine right now. Looks like a metronome.
Just trying to keep that control, I guess. Brian, I'm sure, would have thought about exactly how he's going to do this event. And, you know, he really does analyse the events and take them to pieces, and will figure out his best way of doing it.
Boudreau is out, and now Shaw keeps pumping him out in front of his home crowd. He wants to jump the table. What a great effort from Brian Shaw.
Just waiting for confirmation on those numbers, but big effort there from Brian.
Huge number. And did he get close to Kevin Ferris, who put up 20 reps? He's got to be close, if not on top of Ferris right now.
I'm sure he'd have definitely been looking at it, looking for at least 17 reps to try and jump in front of Trey on that to close the gap a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I know all the athletes are really grateful for everyone supporting the show. I know Brian's really grateful as well. It's so good that, you know, we've got this competition for the guys, you know, for the athletes, and, you know, very selfless thing that Brian and Kerry are doing by putting this event on. And obviously a huge thank you to everyone that has subscribed already to watch the show, because, you know, it's you guys that are making it happen for the athletes.
Final numbers coming in. Numbers have been crunched. Overall, right now, Trey Mitchell still holding on to a lead, 55.5 points. Breathing down his neck, Brian Shaw at 49.5 points. 1 point behind Shaw, JF Caron from Canada with 48.5 points. Thompson drops from second to fourth at 46 points, but he's very much still in this contest. Top five followed out by Konstantin Janasha. The last competitors as they go: Maxime Boudreau in sixth, Zydrunas Savickas, Kevin Ferris, Evan Singleton, Adam Bishop, Ivars Smokstelis, Graham Hicks, Mikhail Shivlikov, Gabriel Hrum, Gabriel Pena, and Jerry Pritchett, rounding out the 16 competitors that are here for the Shaw Classic. 4 events down, 4 to go. Pride of Lumberton, Texas, Trey Mitchell III, a big day for you today. Talk to me a little bit about how the day went, how you started, and how you stayed on top throughout those 4 events.
Long press felt really good for me. I was really hoping for that 470, but look out, a little weight for me, slipped it back towards my thumb. So it could have been a little bit better, but I'm happy with the 455. But the yoke, it went really well. Like I was kind of expecting, like my knee was giving me a little trouble after the log press, but it held up in the competition. And really happy with the 30 seconds, 0.9, whatever. But, I'm always looking to improve on everything. I may be happy, but I'm not satisfied with those. The sandbag toss, the first 5 bags went over easy. Like 6th bag was a little bit of a struggle, but, if it was, I think I would have got that, what was it, 4th place if we actually did the splits, but no, rules are rules. It was just, ties with how many bags you did, so go by the rules. I really wish I would have kept on going on the card dead squats. I had at least 1 or 2 more reps in me. But I just, I heard JF Caron 15, and like out the corner of my eye, he fell out, so I thought he only got 15. That's why I stopped at 16.
So was the performance on the squat, was it measured? You knew that the guys that you were sort of battling with had done 15 and less, and you just did enough to beat those guys?
Yeah, that's what the idea was, just to do enough to beat those, save a little bit of energy for tomorrow. But I was hoping for just that second place. Kevin, he got 20 reps. It's like no reason to kill myself to get that, and just do enough to get second place. But Brian came and did 16, and I didn't know that JF Carone I was battling with in the same heat only got 16 also. But
Also from last year, you've obviously improved again. You've gone away, worked hard. What do you feel was like you've really focused on getting better for?
Definitely like the log press overhead. Like I know I was good last year, but there's always make up those points in there, and I kind of, in the back of my head, I kind of do want to get close to the world record.
Yeah. And any of the events tomorrow that are worrying you at all? Or you're really confident for all of them?
The only one I'm really worried about is the medley. The wheelbarrow is going to be 800 pounds in our hands, and my grip has been the limiting factor for the years. But I've really been working on it. Like I'm always working on my weaknesses. But we'll just see how it happens tomorrow.
Mate, you did really well today. It was a fantastic effort. It's great to see you put in such a good performance.
Thank you so much, Terry.
Well done.
So let's talk about tomorrow a little bit. You're the front runner now, and that's a different mentality than being someone who's chasing from behind. What do you got to do mentally tomorrow to come out? We talked earlier in the day, and I asked you if you came here to win this entire competition. You said without a doubt, absolutely. So what do you got to do to put that down tomorrow?
Really just not change my mentality from today. I may be at the top, but I have to have the mentality of always working towards being first. Just because, what's that saying? The wolf at the bottom of the hill is more hungry than the guy at the top. Well, the guy at the top, has to build the castle. He's going to be hungry building that castle.
Yeah. Well, stay hungry.
Yes, sir.
A man from Lumberton better be good at the log press. We got 4 events done and dusted. Tomorrow, 4 more. We'll see who the champion is going to be at the end of the day tomorrow here at the Brian Shaw Classic in Estes Park.